Believe me, because, it's my life, and I want to live because I want to make this country great. That's why I want to live. But when you're impactful, they go after you. When you're not impactful, they leave you alone.
When God anoints someone, it is a sign to everyone that this person is marked. This person is set apart. This person has been purposed for a specific task that God has given to them, and they have been given the divine authority to carry out that task.
Donald Trump is a very good man. He's got a very good heart. He has proven it time and time again.
Isaiah 54:17. No weapon forged against you will prevail, and you will refute every tongue that accuses you. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and this is their vindication from me.
Don't they realize that the more they try, the least they accomplish, and the more it backfires?
It's backfiring every day. It's great. I love to
So
watch
it's
it.
just backfiring every day, and these criminals that are trying to destroy him, you can't touch God's anointed.
So, of course, we have to talk about what happened last night. Before we get into that, I want to read something or recite something that I read, as I was putting all these clips together. And it said, "One day he will die. One day he'll be gone forever and only live in our hearts and our minds in the history books. But today, it's not that day. It's not that day. They tried again and failed. Absolutely beautiful. Failed. All right. Now, like I said, I got a lot to show you guys, including the shooter himself, the scene. But first, I want to get into what Uncle Trump had to say following the incident. Check it out.
Upon by Secret Service and law enforcement, and this was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did, because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way a very beautiful thing to see. A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now, put out on Truth and put out on many other platforms. A tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution, and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him, and he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does, Secret Service agent. And we looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, it's not a particularly secure building.
Yeah, so there you got it there. There's some of his remarks, and that was following the incident. Here is the actual incident itself, or Trump during the incident. You can hear if you listen closely, you can hear about 5 gunshots go off in the background. Check it out. Like Trump, everybody up here didn't even hear it. They didn't even hear it. Obviously, they're, having their conversation. It's far off. They don't know what's going on. There it is. And then you can hear a bunch of the tables getting flipped and turned and people scrambling because all the glasses are clattering. Now Secret Service is rushing onto the stage. Trump gets rushed off the stage there. JD Vance was over here. He was already gone. Which is also something that I find interesting. Because, like, probably, like, right about here, JD Vance is already getting, like, dragged off the stage. And I think I have that video clip for you all. Do I have it? Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hold on, we're having some technical difficulties here. What is going on? There we go. So here is the video clip. Here's JD Vance. Trump is over here. You can't see him. He's on the other side of this guy. And so JD Vance is getting dragged off the stage. Trump is still sitting there. He's still there. Why isn't Trump getting dragged off the stage too right this second? Granted, it looks like there's a Secret Service guy standing directly in front of Trump, but still, JD Vance has already been dragged off the stage. Like y'all saw the clip. They literally grabbed him by his shoulders and yanked him off the stage. Trump is still sitting there. You'll see them yank Trump up here in just a second, but still, like, this is like, what? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Now they're getting Trump off, right? Now they're taking him off. What took so long? What took so long? You know, in a situation like that, and I say that because in a situation like that, seconds matter. Seconds do matter. Okay. Now, thankfully, nobody was hurt, right? Or Trump wasn't hurt, at least. The Secret Service, there was a Secret Service agent that was shot, but he had a vest on. The vest stopped it, but as we all know, you know, it's still going to be a little painful. But he's not. He's going to make a recovery based on all the reports. So that is great news. Now, let's get into who this gentleman was or is. Cole Allen. Here's his photo here. Who is from Torrance, California. Yeah, and we'll get into that here in just a second. So, he's not even from the area. He's from the opposite side of the country. Complete opposite side of the country. And here is the image of him following the arrest, right? Looks like they stripped him, like, completely naked. They got the foil over his behind and whatnot. But yeah, this is him after the incident, being arrested. And here's the video of the incident. You'll see him come from over here in just a second. And he runs through. Here he is. This is allegedly him right here. And he sprints through this Secret Service checkpoint. And now you see Secret Service draw their weapons. Everybody's drawing. For some reason, I'm assuming maybe because of crossfire, and probably because there was other Secret Service agents, you know, over to the right, where, you know, towards where the guy was running to, where Cole Allen ran to. They probably tackled him immediately. But at first I was wondering, like, why didn't these Secret Service agents just drop him? You know, this guy's sprinting through a checkpoint. You see this Secret Service agent, he draws weapon, bang. He's got it pointed at him, down on a knee, stable position. Why doesn't he drop him? The only logical explanation is because there's other Secret Service agents somewhere over here that Cole Allen ran into, and they, you know, obviously he doesn't want to shoot one of his own, which makes sense, right? And the Secret Service agents are probably tackling the guy over here somewhere. Because initial reports, the initial reports came out and said that Cole Allen was dead. He ain't dead. He is most certainly not dead. I don't even think they even fired a round at him. They had it trained on him, but I think he was tackled before they were able to do so. Also, this guy is apparently a teacher. Yeah, in California. Teacher of the month, December 2024. That's him laying on the ground back there in cuffs.
Got it.
But yeah. Teacher of the month. Incredible. Incredible. That's who they're hiring as their teachers in California. Also, here's a behind the scenes look following the shooting and how chaotic that was.
What the
Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Upstairs, left, down the stairs. Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Over there. Where's it coming from? What's the crossfire? Look out!
Bro, somebody go.
We got one down. Jim!
What the?
Very chaotic situation. And obviously, you know, when you have so many Secret Service agents in one building, crossfire most certainly becomes a major issue in that kind of situation. Very, very, very hectic. And apparently, these individuals found out where Cole Allen actually lived in California, and there was a crowd outside of his home, as well as a helicopter circling above. Here's that video clip here. People surrounded his home. Helicopter above. This is his house right here. That house, as you can see there, with the front porch light on. So yeah, immediately found out where this guy lived, went to his home. Obviously, he's a leftist, Kamala Harris donor, allegedly, right? Harris for president, okay? Kamala Harris donor, most certainly a leftist. People on the right don't do this type of stuff, and if they do, most certainly not somebody that's on the right. And apparently this guy hopped on a train to travel across the country to do this.
This guy clearly seemed like he wanted to, the reporting is that he wanted to get to Trump officials. Did that include the president as well? It would seem to make sense that if the reporting's accurate. I just talked to Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche about this, and he gave us that tidbit about the suspect traveling across the country by train.
Right.
So then we start to back that up, because that obviously takes planning. We've all talked about, you don't just get a room at the Washington Hilton the weekend or the White House Correspondents' Center. You plan that months in advance to get a room. So if this is indeed the guy, the shooter that we think it is, he's been planning this for months, and then taking a train to travel undetected.
Right.
Did he have weapons with him? Because we all take the Acela a lot, or the Amtrak trains here. It's not the level. There aren't mags to get on those trains. It's not the same level.
No one's
of
checking
screening.
your luggage.
Yeah, it's a different thing. This guy clearly seemed like he wanted to. The reporting is that he
traveled on a train to remain undetected. Most certainly a planned out situation. And I'm going to leave you guys, well, yeah. Because this video clip has been going absolutely viral of Erica Kirk. This clip here, check it out. Because she was obviously there, and here it is.
I just want to go find I just want to go find
You heard her saying, you know, I just want to go home. Crying, obviously. We know what Erica Kirk has been through. But more importantly, you know, obviously I do feel bad for Erica Kirk, but more importantly, I feel bad for those babies. That's who I really, really feel bad for. Because not only do those babies not have a father anymore, may God rest his soul, Charlie Kirk, But they also have a traumatized mother. And who knows, how she's dealing with that on a daily basis. So that's who I really, really feel bad for. Those babies, What a shame. What a shame. And obviously, it's no fault of Erica Kirk's. I'm not, before anybody tries to twist my words, I'm not blaming Erica Kirk for being traumatized. It's not her fault. I'm just saying I feel bad for those babies, man. I really do. I really do. Your dad is gone. And that has to be a tough conversation for Erica Kirk as well. I know I believe it came out that she told him that, dad is on vacation with Jesus or something like that. But eventually that conversation is going to have to come back up, and she's going to have to tell them the truth. And that has to be tough, or just those moments where, the kids are missing their dad. I want daddy, how do you deal with that? And then another incident, you're out at a dinner, supposed to be a good time, and you're traumatized all over again, and you still have to go home and be a parent. That's a tough situation. Very, very tough. Very, very tough, man. Anyway, I just wanted to break that all down for you guys. All of the information that we have thus far, there you have it. I'm not surprised that this stuff continues to happen. I mean, the left has said all types of crazy things, demonize the right, demonize Trump. It's going to continue to happen if we're just being completely honest. So stay safe. Peace and love. I'm out.